just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Green Room. We've got a great show planned for you tonight, but first, there is so much going on in the garden. Let's check it out. So much is going on in the garden. We've got a bunch of stuff growing. I've got my Marconi Rosso peppers. I've got my Mocha Swirl. The first one is ripe and ready, with a bunch of other ones. Beautiful plant. We've also got our Criolla Sella pepper plant starting to give us some peppers. Over here, I've got my pink icicle tomato plant starting to produce tomatoes. Cannot wait for those to ripen. We got a bunch of fruit in there. I've also got my eggplant here that are ready to be harvested. And I've got my first Cherokee purple tomato growing. It's getting bigger and bigger every day, still super small, but there it is. And everything else is thriving. I moved all the healthy plants that were in the orange tower into the green tower. So we've got kale, arugula, parsley, basil, dill, romaine lettuce, beautiful tatsoi plant. And yesterday I took down the orange tower. It has been washed, and we've got a bunch of new seedlings ready to go into the tower, and new seeds that we just popped the other day that have finally sprouted. And now it's time to enjoy the show.
All right, all my garden enthusiasts and passionate plant people. Welcome to the Green Room right here on the Urban Gardener channel. And not only is it wonderful to have all of you awesome gardeners with us here tonight, we also got to welcome our amazing co-host to the show tonight. Let's welcome Natalie, the Fresh Princess, to the show with us here. Awesome, Natalie. Great to have you here with us.
What's up, Enoch? How's it going?
Going good, going great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm so glad to be here tonight. Happy Monday, gardeners. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We have a great show planned for you tonight. Yet another one. I think we're episode 7 now.
7.
Right?
Here we go.
Yeah.
7. Yay.
Yeah. So we're moving along nicely. But yeah, we've got a great show planned for you tonight. Joining us in the green room, we've got Alex from Habitual Hobbies.
And Nisi from GMama Growz, hard in the garden with us here tonight. Right on, right on. What a great show we got for you all. So definitely stay tuned for these awesome guests we got coming up here.
Yeah, I can't wait. And also, just at the top of the show, for those of you replay viewers that cannot join us live tonight, thanks so much for taking the time to rewatch after the fact, and let us know in the comments that you were here.
Yes, absolutely. And if you are here with us live as well, too, definitely join in on the conversation in our chat right now. I can already tell there's lots of folks in there already talking. One of the things I love to see is everybody getting the conversation going, even well before the show even gets started. So definitely jump into the live chat there with us if you do have any questions or anything for our guests coming up. We'd definitely love to see all of those questions, as well as right now drop in for our roll call coming up here in just a few minutes. Let us know you're here. Let us know where you're growing from. Let us know what you got growing on in your garden.
Yeah, all good things. I'm excited for tonight's show. I'm excited for the conversation. And it's going to be cool because, we got some similar styles of gardening happening. So it's going to be a cool conversation.
Yeah, exactly. I love it too. And this is actually, I think, like our first green room show where we've got some really new guests to the whole Let's Get Growing show lineup tonight too. So it's going to be really awesome to meet both Nisi and Alex tonight, because we see them a lot in the conversation in the chat. So that's the awesome thing about this opportunity too with this show, is also to be able to put some faces to those we get to talk with in the live chat.
Yeah, and there's so many YouTube creators out there that are really amazing gardeners and that have so much knowledge and information to share, and cool ideas and cool ways of gardening. And in small
Mhm.
spaces,
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, it's always cool to find new people. Well, not that they're new to the community, but,
Yeah.
new
New
people to put the face
to
to
the
the name.
show. Yeah, definitely, so everybody else can get to know them and get to meet them here as well. And again, we're just 7 shows into this too, Natalie, so we still got lots more coming, a lot more great guests and all of that we'll talk about later on in the show as well. But yeah, we're just getting this thing started up.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. So, looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
absolutely, absolutely. So, tell me, last week when we were hanging out with you, Natalie, there was some trouble brewing in the grow tent.
Yeah, we're back on track. We
Yeah,
are
yeah.
back on
I
track.
left you with a long night ahead of fixing and taking care of and getting things reset. Tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about how things are going and
Well,
you figured it
the
all out.
yeah, the long night ahead turned into a long week ahead. A lot of technical malfunctions in the grow tent, but I
Yeah,
resolved everything. I replaced certain components, cleaned certain components, and now everything is running smoothly. We're back on track,
yeah.
and we're finally getting some fruit. So
Oh
it's going to
yeah.
be a good week. I'm not going to have it any other way. So I hope your week has been. I hope your week was better than mine. How has your past week been?
It's been a busy week. First, really just show wise, just a lot of fun stuff going on this weekend and everything. I'll talk a little bit more as we talk about that, what we've had going on this weekend and stuff. But just it's been a really fun weekend. We had a little milestone this weekend and everything, so it's been
Yeah,
really great when it comes to all of that sort of stuff. But really, as far as like growing and gardening, yet I'm still kind of on a trying to wait some weather out to get out there. It was actually a pretty nice day today, and I did get a chance to kind of go out and assess some stuff after a couple of storms that have kind of rolled through on us here over the last few days. And I mentioned last week we had snow like the week before and all of that. We've just been having lots of just really icky weather. Let's just say
it's
that.
a fake spring. You know, so
Yeah.
every time you think it's getting there, psych.
Now the fall
Yeah,
spring thing that so many of us have to deal with all the time, it's just that could be no fun
yeah.
because you just don't
Well,
know what you could get done or when you're going to be able to get to doing certain things that you got on your chore list to do.
it's
But
funny because in Canada,
yeah,
the snow stops usually around now. It starts to melt. Everyone
yeah,
starts to prepare, and then
yeah.
in April, we always have like one big last snow mid to end
Uh,
of April, and
yep.
everyone's surprised, like as if it doesn't happen every year. It's so funny. So I'm
Yeah,
not doing anything until May.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, and in a way, I can say along those lines too that we are kind of maybe in today would have been almost like a second false spring in a way too, because we usually
Yeah,
get a little one in February every single year for the 15 years I've lived here in Southern Oregon. It's always like mid-February. It just gets really nice. You want to get out and do a bunch of stuff and get things going. I remember my first year living here when that happened in mid-February. We were out mowing the lawn, thinking, "Oh, it's
nice.
springtime already.
Yeah.
We're ready to
Next day,
go."
there's
All
like
that.
2 feet of snow.
The little flowers, the spring flowers get tempted and they start popping up everywhere because the weather's all nice and warm and everything. And then, yeah, snow starts to drop, everything
Yeah,
too.
that's the worst, right? When you have
Hmm.
the, like, for example, the tulips, when
Oh, yeah.
you have a few nice days and they start to sprout, and then you get the
Hmm.
snow again and it ruins
Yeah.
them. So
Yeah, last year was
sucks.
really hard on them. And I'm hoping that our snow that we had like this last week or so is just going to be like I mean, we could always use more. And I guess I wouldn't
Yeah,
really be too complaining, but last year it was a bit later, similar like what you're saying, we get something in, kind of later in the or early in the spring, I guess it would be in a sense
yeah,
at this point. But yeah, it's uh, for those tulips, those poor flowers, those poor things like that last year,
yeah. I
they were
know, it's
up, they were
crazy.
all looking great. And then just that snow and ice piled on them and really just gave them a hard time. They didn't look as well afterwards after that.
Maybe this year will be different. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I got my hopes up anyways. I certainly do
Yeah,
got my hopes up. Yeah. I mean, like I said, today I got out there a little bit just to kind of assess and take a look at things. I'm not sure. I think we still got maybe another storm coming through I was reading about. So I'm not ready to really get hard working out there and taking care of stuff until it's really over with. But it's kind of cool to get out there and see some of that life coming to life out there though too.
I
I was
know.
checking out
It's
some of my
so
fruit trees.
exciting.
Yeah, starting to
It's
see some
just,
buds on the fruit trees. Oh, that's so
I
cool.
love that. It's an exciting time. The spring, new beginnings,
Yeah,
rebirth. I love it. It's one of my, well, I mean, I love all the seasons, but one
yeah.
of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah. Spring's probably the best. I love summer. I'm just like, I'm a summer, as much as the heat gives a problem to my garden and I got to work through all that sort of stuff during the summertime. I'm one of those people who never complains about how hot it gets.
Yeah, I
Uh,
love the heat. Bring it on.
Bring it
The
on.
winter, I
Exactly.
just like, yeah, I hibernate. It's
Yeah.
hibernation time,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, exactly. I definitely don't get as much done as I'd really want to when it comes down to it during the winter time, and my least favorite season. But there, the benefit of that is kind of that hibernation though too, right? Is
Yeah.
that, take a little break. You have a busy year, wintertime, you can take a little bit of break. But for you, I mean, you're just that's the thing I love thinking about when I think about your grow tent and everything that you grow in this really amazing grow space that you have is just it's year round. It doesn't matter if
Yeah.
it's winter or
I
not. You
don't
got
get
things.
breaks here. Even if I wanted one, I like unless everything is powered down and there are no plants, there are no breaks. It was like
That's
last week, I thought I'd have downtime and it was always something in the grow tent.
always something going on for sure.
Yeah,
Right on. Well, excellent. So let's go ahead and get things moving along here
let's
today.
do it.
It's time, everybody. I hope you guys jumped into our chat there. Let us know where you're growing from, what you got growing on, and all that, because it's time for roll call.
My name is Kevin. Yeah. That is my name. Yeah. They call me Kevin. Yeah. Because that's my name. Roll call.
All right. It's roll call time. This is where we get to say hello to all of you there here on the
Yeah,
show out in
we
our
got a lot of
live chat
people
right now.
in the chat tonight.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody's just again, like I said, it's just so cool seeing everybody jumping in beforehand, before the show. Like seeing we got GT Junior Growz in Alaska was in
Yeah,
nice and
what's up,
early
GT
here.
Junior?
Yeah, joining us nice and early as well. We have
Yeah, we've got MK. Good to see you. Thanks
yeah,
for hanging out, MK.
not gonna miss this one. Right on. Don't miss
Yeah.
any of them, that's for sure, right? As well, we got Seed Addict also in here as well. Good to see you.
And we got our one of our guests of honor, Habitual Hobbies. What's up?
Yes. All right. And
Yeah,
also
lesson
too,
learned.
we definitely got to thank our good friend and facilitator and producer of the show, Jay Dixon, joining us from Midwestern Ontario.
Yeah, fellow Ontarian.
There you go.
Yeah. The Canadians are going to take over the show.
I know you guys are for sure.
And we got Look to Nature Homestead. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Happy Monday.
Absolutely. We've got Robin Gardens joining us from Chicagoland. We'll be seeing Robin here in just a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Robin's got a cool plant of the month feature for us coming on in our Grow What You Eat segment here.
Yeah, we're already March.
I know it's already March.
My plant of the month. Don't we already have the Anaheim pepper?
I know it was just yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah. And we got Mia, party people, or planty people, one and the same, I guess.
Yep, that's right. Party plant people.
Yeah.
There you go. How many of those can you say in a row, right? Party plant people.
Yeah,
Passionate party
fast.
plant people, like I said at the beginning. And of course, our other guest as well coming up here just a little bit here on this show, Nisi from GMama Growz Hard in the Garden with us. Excellent.
Yeah, and we've got Michelle in the meadow. What's up, Michelle? Happy Monday.
Great to see you. Great to have you here with us. Awesome. And we've got J57 for you. Enoch and TFP.
What's
that's
up,
right.
Jay?
Absolutely. Great to see you.
And Serena. Good to see you, Serena. Thanks for hanging out. How am I the only one in this chat?
I think Serena, right? And we might have to let Serena know. I think she might be over at our alternative stream that we have that goes on our other on our
the Let's Get Growing.
Yep. So I think she might got caught up on that one there, but hopefully we can get her to find her way over to the regular chat to get along with everybody else here in the chat too, as well as our good friend and moderator right up the road from me here in Southern Oregon, my good friend Adam Burley says it's
What's up, Adam?
Is he's listening while getting supper going. Right on, right on. It's time. That's right.
And we've got Kelpie. Good to see you, Kelpie. Thanks for hanging out. I just finalized my tomato grow out list. Nice.
Can you believe that? Look at that. 187 varieties
Yeah,
of
that's
tomatoes.
crazy.
Yeah, Kelpie
Crazy.
does a tomato seed addicts group and all of that as well too. So she's really into all of the tomato varieties and all that sort
Oh,
of
we're
stuff.
gonna have to connect her with Seed Addict 777 because
Yeah.
he is also known as the Tomato Whisperer.
Oh yeah, perfect. I love it. I love it. Exactly. And also tonight, oh, did we say hi to Michelle? I
Another
believe we might.
Michelle.
Is it another Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh, we got two Michelles in
There's
tonight.
a Michelle in the Meadow and then Michelle
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Swingle.
awesome.
What's up, Michelle?
All right. It's a Michelle night. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. And let's see here as well as we've got Cheryl joining with us here. Cheryl, it's great to have you with us tonight. Great to have you in the chat. Thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
with
thanks,
us.
Cheryl. And we've got Farmer Chaz. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out, Chaz.
Yeah, awesome, as well as nope. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Cameron from Las Vegas. It's hot here. My baby cactus has flowers developing already.
Oh,
Nice,
exciting.
nice.
We should see pictures of those.
No doubt. That would be great for sure.
Yeah.
And then we've got LGG Glove.
Yeah. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. And somebody say hi, Eddie.
That's
hi,
right.
Eddie.
Hello, Eddie. It's good to see you. Always great to see you in the conversation there. As well as David from Bowtie Life joining us from the Emerald Coast of Florida.
Yeah.
And
Just
we
making
also
us all jealous of the nice weather.
I mean, yeah, we've got Las Vegas, Florida, folks with the nice warm hot weather going on.
What's up, Farmer Marshall? Happy Monday to you too. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Absolutely, as well as Bernie. Always great to see you, Bernie. Woo-hoo! Habitual, yeah.
Yeah, we've got supporters in the house here.
I love it. It's so great. And
oh, sorry.
It's okay.
You know what? My eyesight, my suburban. Good to see you.
I was kind of the same way
Thank you
for a
hanging
second.
out. I'm sorry. You know what it is? It's the StreamYard app. It's just, yeah. I need my glasses. That's the problem.
Right. I wonder sometimes. I've never needed glasses, but I'm getting that age now, Natalie, where I think that I might have to have my eyes checked sometimes for sure.
I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's just get your eyes checked regularly kind of thing.
Oh, well, yeah.
Especially if you're, on the phone, on the computer.
Yeah, exactly. Well, right
Anyways,
on.
Yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's so great to see all of you. And if we didn't get to mention you there, definitely continue to drop into the chat there and let us know you're here. Again, let us know where you're growing from and all of that too. We'd love to see you in our chat. And if you've got questions too, again, like I said, drop those questions in here for our guests coming up here in just a little bit on the show. But we just teased this just a minute ago, Natalie, already going for the month time here on Grow What You Eat. So let's see what Robin's got for us this month.
Hello, friends. It's time once again for the Green Room's Plant of the Month. And this month it is the green striped cushaw squash. Every now and then a vegetable sneaks into the garden plan and steals the whole show. For me, that veggie is the green striped cushaw squash, a plant I once dismissed as a one-time fun novelty just because of its sheer size. Did I really need a squash the size of a big baby in my garden? Turns out, yes. Yes, I did. Okay, Al, what do you think?
I think she's looking good.
Ooh, pretty. Well done. Looking back to 2024 Thanksgiving, we were in Missouri and our friends took us to an Amish general store. It was hidden well off the beaten path. Old-fashioned treats and practical treasures, and on a shelf, this big, hard-to-ignore squash. My husband said, "Could we do that?" So I told him about what I knew of this squash, and he said, "Let's do it." So a pack of seeds came home with us, and an unexpected garden love story began. This squash is a sweet and nutty delight, a taste bud revelation. The green striped cushaw has an unexpected natural sweetness to it. It has a hint of nuttiness, a hearty, meaty texture, but the real magic happens to it when you roast it. It becomes slightly caramelized, and it gets sweeter. It actually gets slightly smoky, wonderfully rich. It's the kind of flavor that makes you pause mid-bite and say, "Oh, I get it now." Okay, I've got that cleaned out, and now I am going to just get some slices to put on for roasting. This went from a novelty plant to a must grow in 2026. So how did I grow it? Well, full disclosure, I garden with squirrels. Bold, persistent, opportunistic squirrels. Yeah. So to pull off 4 10-pound squash from 2 vines, had to get creative. Think chicken wire cages. I did hand pollinate because I wanted to save the seed for the Door County Seed Library. And it took a whole lot of vigilance. Yep, a whole lot of vigilance. Once summer kicked in, the vines took off like they were caffeinated. And yes, they performed the classic diva droop, the squash drama, midday wilting like I hadn't watered it in a month. Spoiler alert, they're big old fakers. Well, my setup was 29-inch birdie bed. I let it grow over the edge and down onto my pea gravel. We did end up putting wooden trellises that we had spare in the shed underneath them, keeping them up off the pea gravel and the heat of the stone. A couple of bricks underneath the wooden trellises, and that worked out really, really good. This round bed has 2 cushaw squash. These are the ones that can get like up to 15 pounds. Big, striped, gorgeous things. So I'm letting it drip out this side and that side, and I might have to rig something up. I initially sowed them back in June on the 10th, but I ended up resowing them because I got nervous because they didn't sprout as quickly as a normal squash does, but they did sprout. They loved the full sun. Germination, of course, even though it was slow, 100 days later, we were harvesting yummy squash. So this cushaw is 11 or 12 days since discovery when I looked back in my phone, and look how enormous it is already. How did I feed them? Well, just like the rest of my garden, it got alfalfa pellets covered over with about 4 inches of organic leaf mold compost. In the spring, I gave it some balanced organic fertilizer and azomite in the hole where I put the seeds that I direct sowed. And once in the summer, I gave them an organic liquid feed. So Didn't take too much, but my soil is rich. And in spite of the squirrel challenges, these squash delivered. Big, bold, beautiful, and absolutely delicious. So why should you consider the cushaw squash? Well, if you love a vegetable that is delicious in recipes that are both sweet and savory, this squash is going to win your heart. Well, maybe it's more like win your taste buds. It's versatile. It stores well. I still have one of the 4 left here, and it's doing just fine, but it's going to get eaten in the next week or so. Pro tip, this makes an incredible soup. So what I have chosen to put in here is about 2 tablespoons of butter, salt, pepper, and parsley and thyme. And we'll see what that does. You can dress it up with some cream, with some sprouted pumpkin seeds, some chopped green onions, some sliced peppers, some dried cranberries, croutons. You pick it. It can be dressed up however you want, but that simple soup is delicious, and it freezes beautifully so that your summer self will thank you for putting it up for a tasty treat. I do have a video on making cushaw soup over on my channel, Robin Gardens, and if you'd like to see that, the mods will put in a link to that video. So some final thoughts on the green cushaw. Well, guess what? It's earned a spot in my 2026 garden, squirrel pressure and all. And if you've got the space for it, or even if you don't, think about the fact that it can sprawl over a lawn, no problem. This delightful heirloom squash is it's a squash that might surprise you, just like it surprised me. And who knows? It might become a must grow for you too. Remember, grow what you eat and eat what you grow. Bye now.
Ivory Organic was founded on the gardening concept of whitewashing, simply lightening your plants to better tolerate weather extremes, transplant shock, and so much more. Such a valuable gardening practice that farmers have been doing it since BC times. However, in recent years, most research has been caring for plants and trees using latex and tar-based products which are designed to last 100 years but fall off your plants within 1 to 2 years as your plants grow, contaminating your garden soil indefinitely. Ivory Organic gives organic commercial orchards and backyard growers an organic and healthier alternative. Also, unlike latex and tar-based products, Ivory Organic dries on porous, allowing moisture and nutrients to pass so that your coated surfaces such as grafting wounds and pruned branches will not rot. Ivory Organic has 2 general categories of whitewash products. The 3-in-1 Plant Guard, which includes 7 natural oils including castor, cinnamon, clove, garlic, peppermint, rosemary, and spearmint, which offer insect and rodent repellent protection, and the whitewash oil-free formula. Both products also have diatomaceous earth in the base ingredients, which naturally offer some insect repellent protection too. As always, keep growing with Ivory Organics, and wishing you all happy gardening.
Why wait for the right season to start your garden when you can grow anything you want all year round? This is my indoor garden where I grow all of my own produce regardless of the season. Aeroponically grown food, pesticide-free, all organic. The mission is to inspire and educate others to do the same. Whether you're limited in space or not, an indoor garden can be your reality. Follow along as I explore all the ways to achieve a successful indoor garden. From aeroponic Dutch buckets to vertical grow towers, I experiment with all kinds of grow mediums and varieties. Let's learn and grow together and reclaim our food sovereignty.
Oh, got a We are back at it
We're
here.
back.
Excellent, excellent. How about that green stripe Cushaw squash that
What a
Robin showed us,
beautiful
right?
squash. I'm not even a squash fan, but I would grow it just to try it.
Just to
That
try.
that looked amazing. Yeah, beautiful.
I saw that Hash was in the comments during that asking if it's an alternative to pumpkin, could we use it as a jack-o'-lantern? And I'll tell you what, that thing was big enough. I suppose you probably could, and I bet you it would be really interesting.
Yeah, you'd have to do something creative with it though. It can't just be like a regular jack-o'-lantern.
Right, right. Again, too, it's got that cool little curve to it and everything. You can
Yeah.
come up with something to go there on the top or something, right?
Maybe a hat. I don't
Right,
know.
right, exactly. That's great. That's great.
But
I
yeah,
love that.
that was great, Robin. Thank you so much for sharing and setting the tone for the month of March with the plant of the month.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, thank you, Robin, and go check out Robin Gardens. We got a link down below in the description, and go check out all the other wonderful things that she's growing here in 2026.
Yeah.
So right on, Natalie, let's talk a little bit about what we had going on this weekend here on the Let's Get Growing show. We had lots and lots going on, but first, actually, let's let everybody know real quick, just in case you missed last week's show. On here on the Green Room. Last week, we had a really great conversation with our good friend David from Bowtie Life, as well as we had Nick Fedoroff from Things Green with us last week. That was a really fun conversation, wasn't it?
That was a great conversation. Beards and all. It was good. Beards and bow ties, really.
Beards and bow ties.
Yeah,
That's what.
was,
oh man, I wish I would have thought of that last week.
No, you were supposed to call it the Things Green Room.
That's right, the Things Green Room.
Yes,
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, it was
with beards
show,
and bow ties. That's right.
Some great guests and some fun conversation as always. So that was
absolutely
cool.
Yeah, really great show. We haven't had a bad one yet, everybody, so that's for sure. Also this last Saturday on the show, I had my good friend Nate Murray from Garden Like a Viking joined with us. In fact, what I did is I went and joined Nate's channel and did a live stream with him before he does his live stream about an hour before his finishes, about an hour before we start ours. So we did a double header. I was on his show, he came and did my show. It was really, really fun.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. As well as we got to meet Amy from the Hobby Homestead joined with us as well too. Really, really great gardener. Really got a lot of great stuff growing on there at the Hobby Homestead. So you definitely want to go back and check out that conversation on the Let's Get Growing show on Saturday. And then on Sunday, and this is what I was talking about just a little bit earlier, on Sunday, it was our 200th show. I can't believe this, 200 Let's Get Growing shows already. And we had our good friend Wendy Fan from Wendyland joining with us on the show. Wendy was our very first guest, and she was also on the 100th show, and then came back to join with us on the 200th show. So
wow, full circle. Congratulations. What an accomplishment. What a milestone.
I mean, I can't believe it. 200. I mean, and as I was saying yesterday too, is like, I didn't think I was really going to get through the first 10 shows when it came down to it. I thought this really was a great idea, but then I thought, man, how do you keep something like this going?
Yeah.
And that really kind of ate at me those first few weeks and everything. Like, oh man, can we really keep this going? And here we are, 200 shows later.
Wow.
We've added the Sunday show and now the Green Room here for Monday evenings now. Just how this has turned out way better than I ever thought it ever could.
Well, that's the way things happen, especially within the gardening community, right? Things kind of unfold where you connect with so many different other people and things just kind of expand before you know it. So
exactly. Kind of just took on a life of its own in a way.
Yeah. Well, it's an awesome thing that you do for the community. So congratulations.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody else, though, too. And this is something I had to really emphasize yesterday. This show isn't possible without all of you folks out there who are watching with us live and come and join with us each and every week here to meet all of these just really amazing gardeners that we get. I'm telling you, there is not a show or a series of shows like this anywhere in the gardening community where you're going to get to meet the variety of gardeners that we get to have here on this show. Not only that, as you just saw with Robin from Robin Gardens and our Grow What You Eat segment, we've got Shawnee Growz, we've got Katrina from Sow and Tear, we've got our In the Garden segment, David from Bowtie Life, I gotta name everybody here. Mark with Faithful Bear. We got Paul, and then Jay, and other contributors who come and join the show regularly to be here with us. With Scott, here, and this wonderful, amazing co-host who agreed to come and join with me on this new adventure that we do here on Monday nights, Natalie, the Fresh Princess. So
you're talking to me? Oh,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's all
Thank
of you who make this such a wonderful experience for me. So I can really, really thank you all so much.
It takes a
for
village.
200 episodes. It's just been really amazing.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on here. I know they're waiting in the wings. We've got a couple of new faces to the whole Let's Get Growing show. It's time for the Green Room. All right. Are you ready? It's time to go.
Yeah, we've got joining us. We've got Alex from Habitual Hobbies. Good evening, Alex. Thanks for hanging out.
Let me know if you can hear me okay.
Alex, we can hear you great. And we also have joining with us Nisi from GMama Growz, Heart in the Garden. Awesome.
Good evening, ladies. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Green Room.
I'm so nervous, you guys.
No,
you think you're nervous? Oh, my.
What do you mean? You've done this 200 times.
I know. I'm 200 shows into this, and I still get nervous every single time.
It's okay. You know what? That's the nice part about the Green Room is it's just casual conversation about the thing that we all share a passion for, which is the garden, plants. So why don't we start off? Why don't you both tell us a little bit about yourselves? Just introduce yourselves.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, in fact, Nisi, how about you go ahead and give us a minute here and introduce yourself, let everybody know here in the audience all about you and your channel.
Me?
Yep, that's you.
Oh, okay.
I'm throwing it right at you.
I am Nisi. My friends
call
me Nisi, that is from a long time ago. My channel name is GMama Growz, Heart in the Garden. And my channel is basically an entertainment vlog about me and my plants. And I also have a rabbit that I bring in every now and then. But basically, I just show how I grow and what I grow and talk about my plants.
And what about you, Alex?
Okay, my turn. So yeah, Alex, obviously. My channel's called Habitual Hobbies because I reserve the right to post about other things, but right now it's mostly just gardening, outside, in containers, organically. So a little bit indoors, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a nice little grow tent growing on right there behind you as well, too.
Yeah, it doesn't quite stack up to your shelves, but I'm trying.
And we'll get more into it, but GMama also has her experience with grow tents as well. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say all that. That's how I started growing with the grow tent indoors and deep water culture.
Oh, right
well, we'll get into all of that, but I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the Green Room before, but there's something we like to do right off the top of the show.
Yeah, we like to throw it right at you guys here with our lightning round. All right, let's see if we can get this going right. Let's see.
Yeah, we're good.
There
so
we go.
We've got Alex up first, right?
Oh, goodness.
Nope, I'm sorry. I got it again. We'll get this timer down. We'll get this timer down eventually. Yeah. I swear we will. We'll get it for sure.
Until you figure it out. So this is a lightning round. So you'll go one at a time. You've got 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. It's not serious or anything, just for fun. First thing that comes to mind, just have some fun with it. And it's just a good way to, warm you guys up for the crowd.
Yeah. We really throw it at you, put you on the spot here, right? So first up, we've got Alex.
Alex. All
Drew the
right.
lucky number first up for sure.
Are you ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
All right. I'm going to go as soon as Enoch hits
Soon as the clock
start.
starts, we're gonna get going here.
All right. Ready?
Here we go.
Okay. If you can only grow one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Garlic.
What plant best represents your personality?
Also garlic.
One gardening rule you love breaking.
All of them.
Finish this sentence. I knew I was officially a gardener when
I put up a grow tent in my one entire full bedroom of my house.
Oh my God. Most difficult plant you've ever grown.
Broccoli.
Biggest gardening inspiration.
Oh, goodness. Probably, just for the sake of YouTube-wise, Roots and Refuge, I guess.
Okay. Most valuable lesson gardening has taught you.
All right, just going to have to try it again.
Who is more annoying, squirrels or birds? Oh, sorry. Worst gardening advice you've ever received.
I haven't received a lot of bad advice, to be honest.
All right. Squirrels or birds? Who do you hate more?
All the squirrels. The birds are fine. I'll share with them. The squirrels can get out of here.
And,
How dare you ask me that?
You got 9 out of 10. We got one last question. I'll ask just for the sake of getting the answer. One gardening tool you can't live without.
My hands. That's the only. I don't use a lot of tools, honestly.
Yeah.
My containers, are those tools technically?
Yeah, it's kind of more like I don't know, supplies.
We'll give it to you for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll take.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
We
Great
got
job,
GMama up
Alex.
next.
Awesome. GMama, you're up in the hot seat now.
Yeah. Are you ready? All right.
Okay. As soon as the clock starts.
All right.
Let's grow.
Did it start? Okay, come on. There we go.
Most difficult plant you've ever grown.
Peanuts.
Soil or deep water culture.
Deep water culture.
The one gardening tool you can't live without.
Scissors.
Biggest gardening inspiration.
Gardening with Lady Cheryl.
What is always in your fridge from the garden?
Greens.
Finish this sentence. I knew I was officially a gardener when
Everything I see, I want to put a plant in it.
direct sowing seeds or seeds starting early.
Direct sowing. Both seeds starting.
All right. And if you could grow a garden anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Ooh. Hawaii.
Oh,
Hawaii. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good answer.
Tropical garden.
That's
All
right.
We got 8 out of 10. That's okay.
8 out of 10.
All
Okay,
right,
real quick.
All right.
Yeah,
Pretty
real
good.
quick.
A little bit of split.
So
Only a
yeah, I
little
mean,
bit of split.
we'll ask you the last two. Greenhouse or grow tent? What's your preference?
Grow tent.
And what's your favorite chore / task to do in the garden?
Harvesting.
That was my answer too.
That's a good one. Harvesting.
Yeah.
Is that considered a chore or is that more of a reward? I guess it can be a chore, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you got a lot.
If you got a lot, it can feel like a chore, right?
Yes.
Cool. Well, you ladies did a great job. Thank you so much for participating. You both get a gold star.
Gold stars all around
Yay.
for sure.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I guess we should kind of take it back a little bit and I guess talk about how you both kind of got started in the world of gardening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing better than a garden story, right?
Yeah. Alex, why don't you kind of give us a background on how you got into the world of gardening?
When I was really young, my dad had like an outdoor garden, but I wasn't really interested in it. So I probably started getting into it in high school. I was in FFA. For those of you who aren't in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest, that's Future Farmers of America. We just, an excuse to leave school mostly. But I worked in the greenhouse and I grew flowers from plugs that we ordered from a company. I don't even remember the name. I had to like order the pots and make sheets about how much money I had spent, and then we had like a greenhouse sale. I had to keep track of how much money I had made and pay back the school for like what they had paid for me. It was supposed to be like an agricultural experience, and from then I just was thinking about plants the whole time from then, I think.
That's awesome. So you started young. It was like early experience for you.
Yeah, maybe like 13. I didn't know a lot then. I wasn't. My biggest gardening regret is still from that time. So.
Oh,
Wow.
and what's that?
So I told you I started the plants from plugs, and I wasn't aware that dahlias became tubers. So in like a 14-inch hanging basket, I put 5 dahlia plants and sold them for like $12 as really good sized plants that were just starting to flower. And I now know that they were worth much more than that, and they should not have been potted that way. And those old ladies took advantage of me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that is, well, it's not funny, but it's funny now later.
I still made money. It's fine. I learned.
Yeah, we
nothing,
all,
nothing like those early garden lessons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just sharing one of mine the other day too, that when I first got started gardening, and you mentioned, Alex, garlic, right? I mean, garlic's one of my favorite things to grow too. But when I first did my very first garlic I ever grew, I knew enough that you needed to grow them from the cloves, right?
Right.
And I took those cloves and I was sticking them in those little 6-cell things and putting them in little individual cells to get started with.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how far I needed to go to learn about gardening from my very first.
You had a lot of green garlic to eat.
That's right. You can still get something, that's for sure, right?
So what about you, GMama? How did you get started in all of this?
I got started because I wanted to grow food indoors, and I lived in an apartment, and I wanted to learn how to grow basically any way that I could grow food. So I just started watching a lot of YouTube videos and following a lot of people on Instagram, and I started with deep water culture. And ever since I started with deep water culture, I've been going ever since.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
GMama's got a beautiful garden. Well, Alex does too, but yeah, deep water culture is very, she taught me a thing or two when it comes to my garden too, so appreciate your expertise for sure. So you're all self-taught.
Yes, I'm an autodidact gardener. I learn from everywhere and everybody from watching and actually growing. And I've actually graduated to a DFT system, which is a new deep film technique where the water is kind of like both the best of both or all three combined with deep water culture, deep film technique, and the cracky. So the system doesn't run all the time. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you growing in a system like that? What kind of things are you growing?
That's just what I was
the
going to
same thing. I grow everything. I grow tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, beans, lettuce, greens. Just when I can't grow outside, that's what I grow in my unit.
And Alex, are you growing any food indoors right now, or you just got your? I know you've got your brassicas.
Yeah, those are actually outside right now. I have to bring them inside after we get off here, but I have some pepper seedlings and some onions over there that'll go outside soon. But I actually am up for some seed starting right now. I'm a little bit late starting some stuff.
I know how you feel.
Me too, a little bit.
Every time.
Yeah. It's definitely been the last couple of same thing for me the last couple of seasons. There's so many things going on and trying to fit everything into all the stuff we got to do. We got to make some time to get those things started so we can have some really good stuff growing.
Right.
So Nisi, right? I got to make sure I get these names right. Nisi, tell us a little bit. Tell me a little bit more about some of the things that you've got growing in your not your deep horticulture or grow tent, but some of the things you do outdoors.
Outdoors, this is going to be an all new, exciting journey for me because I have a lot of new systems in place. I have my first green stalk I'm going to be starting two new vertical towers along with my I have berries and fruits that are waking up out there. I went out there and checked on them earlier, and I see my currants. I have white currants. I have raspberries that are starting to push
Wow.
up, and
Wow.
my grapevine. I can't really tell if it's waking up or not, but it's been on struggle bus for the past couple of seasons. So I'm hoping that it wakes up
Yeah, yeah.
and
Same with
uses
my
those
grape too.
will happen.
I was gonna say same with my grape too. I got one out there. And I was just thinking about that because you meant because I was out there earlier looking at things and I saw a lot of my fruit trees are already popping and budding and we got some buds
Right,
going and everything. So it's looking like flowers will
right.
be showing up so far. But I walked back towards where the grape is on the back fence, and I'm like, oh, I hope that thing's coming back.
It looked bad. It looked like it's half here, half out. Like, is it alive? Is it brown? I can't tell. But everybody else has buds, and I see my kiwi berry is coming back. That's what I'm really excited about because it was my first season with it last season, and this
Mm.
season it looks like it's going to be pretty prolific.
Oh wow, yeah.
I've
That's
never heard of a kiwi berry before.
Yeah, that's what we grow in our zone. The lower zones grow kiwi berries because they don't have skin and they're more tolerant to the cold temperature. They'll come back, whereas a fuzzy kiwi will not because it's more tropical.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Interesting.
Yep,
I've
and they
never
Yeah.
come
even
in
heard
like
of that.
different
Yeah.
varieties. I have a prolific, which is a regular green kind. Then they have red, like two or three varieties of red. But if you get the regular red kiwi berry, you have to get a pollinator, which is a female, because you have to have a male and a female for the kiwi berries to pollinate. But with the prolific, I don't need a pollinator. It'll make fruit on its own.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, I
That's
was
very
gonna
cool.
say I guess I haven't heard of that either because at first I was just thinking kiwi as well too. So, wow,
Yeah, so kiwi berry. I'm gonna have to look that
yeah,
up.
for sure. I
Interesting.
Oh
got to
yeah.
definitely.
And what about you, Alex? What kind of stuff are you growing outside this season? I know you outside is like your expertise.
Yeah, I prefer it outside.
Yeah.
I have nature to blame things on. It's not all my fault outside. But right now the only thing that's actually thriving out there is garlic and maybe like some thyme, and I have one perennial flower that's starting to come back. But I have, like I said, all the broccoli is probably going to go into the garden within like 2 weeks. We might get a harsh enough frost that I have to protect them once or twice, but I need them out of my house.
Yeah, you have a lot of brassicas, right? How many do you have? Like 20 of them ready to go outside?
Like 36.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Yeah, you're
Broccoli,
ready.
kale, and Brussels sprouts.
So one thing that I thought was interesting is I know Alex, I know you make your own compost, and that's something you've been really focused on in the well, I don't know how long you've been making it for, but I know you've been really trying to talk about it more recently on your channel. And GMama, I
Yeah.
noticed that you've been also talking about making your own compost too. So I mean, I guess we'll start with you, GMama. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and what you're using it for?
Mhm.
Well, I started making my own compost before I actually started with soil because making compost is a component of creating soil because you want good compost to have good soil. So I learned that creating my own vermicompost and different techniques that I could use indoors. I use a lot of fermentation indoors because of the smell, and fermentation cuts down on the smell. It's a little bit longer process, but at the same time, I don't have the smell and I still get the same results. But after making my vermicompost and my regular composting for so long, I realized that I could create my own soil. So that's how I've been creating my soil using my vermicompost and the other composting, like cardboard and things that I can use.
That's awesome. What about you, Alex?
Yes, I have a compost tumbler outside, and I don't use it how I'm supposed to at all. Maybe that's the one that I use incorrectly from your previous question. They have like the two sides, and they're like, make this one compost, well, you add to this one. And I tried that for the first like year that I had it, and it just did not work at all. So I was like, I'll just do it my own way, and made it work. And the compost just makes the plants really happy.
That's
So
right.
why not? It's actually really expensive for me to get compost shipped to my house because I have to have it shipped like 35 miles from the closest town that I can buy it. So I don't want to spend $50 on 2 yards of compost and then have to pay
Right.
$200 to get it to my house. So
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you don't need it to do that. So it's always best to be making your own and everything too. That's really great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And paper
And
and cardboard and just leaves and anything that can break down, everything works.
and then you
Yeah, for
also,
sure.
so you also mentioned too, you do vermicompost.
Yes, I have a Burma hut that I actually had to downsize because my apartment has gotten smaller, but it's still doing the same thing.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
fit quite a bit of plants in a small space. How many plants would you say you're at right now? What's your plant count inside?
I don't, I, it's a lot. I
Just a
don't count
lot.
them. Right.
That's great.
As
So
many as she can fit.
that's
That
the
part.
way it is, right? Stuff them
Because
in
I
there,
got
as many as you can
trees,
get,
fruit
right?
trees, and vegetable plants and flowers and everything. So yeah, it's a lot.
I know it adds up quickly, right? The addiction is real.
Right.
The addiction
I
is
tried
real.
to do an inventory, but every time I get like halfway through, I'm like, yeah, anyway.
It's like, what's the point? I'm gonna add more tomorrow, so I'll count tomorrow.
Right on. Let's see. There was a couple of questions someone threw in here too. And real quick, I just want to mention everybody, if you do have questions for our guests here, go ahead and drop those in. We'd
I'm
love
trying
to
not to
ask your
stare at my
questions in
computer
there
too
as
much.
well
I have the
too.
chat pulled up.
But GWH was asking GMama, tell them about the yellow watermelon. Something. What do we got going on with a yellow watermelon that is
Yes.
so epic?
I grew it indoors. I grew a lot of watermelon indoors, and
An
it just so
indoor
happened that
watermelon.
yes, inside of my hydroponic unit.
Yeah.
And I
That's awesome.
started doing that like a while back. So yeah, it's been, and the reason is because it's hard to, a lot of watermelons you do not have to pollinate like they say you have to pollinate because they
Mm-hmm.
are like parthenocarpic. So they will produce fruits on their own without help. And if they
Yeah.
cross pollinate with something else, then they will produce seeds. So it's easy to grow these things. And I started growing the small, I only grow what's called ice box watermelons, and they only get from 1 to 3 pounds. And I
Mm-hmm.
use trellises. I started them on trellises, but my latest one was the I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was a high. I called it a hydro melon because I actually grew it in my hydroponic unit, and I just let it sprawl on the bottom because my hydroponic tower is a 4 tier. So I let the watermelon just take over the whole bottom tier and grow, and it got regular. It got about 2 pounds,
Wow,
and it
I
was
was gonna say,
delicious.
how big did it get? Because
It was
you know, I
delicious.
I tried my watermelon and it was the size of a softball in my system. So that's pretty
Yeah, and
impressive.
that
And the
it's
fact that
not
it
gonna.
tasted good,
Yeah,
that's
it
awesome.
depends on the variety, and a lot of them. I'm growing a new one right now called Cahao from Baker Creek, Kaho, and
Okay.
Yeah.
it's supposed to get up to 3 pounds, but I don't have that one in my hydroponic unit. I'm growing that one semi hydroponically in a mineral based substrate.
Cool.
Oh, right on, Right on. Yeah. And then let's see here real quick. So we'll ask this one too, because it kind of goes along with that. How big is your water reservoir? I know you've mentioned systems that you use. How big's that?
Yeah, it depends on which system I'm using. My biggest one right now is over 10 gallons.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a big reservoir. Well, it's like
Yeah.
twice the size of mine. It's pretty big. It's
So
good
when
though.
I'm
So,
when
Yeah.
I'm container gardening, and maybe as well too, Natalie and all of you are growing in these types of systems. I container garden, and of course, it's the size of the container is really going to be about like how big of a fruit can you grow. So, like you're saying, you don't want to be trying to grow these big fruits in some of these smaller containers and all of that too. Is that kind of the
The-
same with
I
a
have,
hydroponic water system?
it
yes.
depends. You
And
can achieve it. Like, I mean, like
yeah,
Mama said, she grew a 2-pound watermelon, which is pretty
Yeah. Wow.
good.
right. And I get apples off of my apple tree, and my container is only 7 gallons.
Wait, you have an apple tree in a container?
Yes, I do. I have 3 apple trees actually.
That's
I
very
Nice.
grow what's
cool.
called a columnar apple, and they are bred for container gardeners to grow in small spaces. So those
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
have those 2 apples, and then I have a apple that is a mixed variety, if you will. It has one of the state apples, and then it has a Macintosh apple on it. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Alex, you don't have any fruit trees, do you?
No, well, I technically have one. I make fun of your lemon all the time, but I have a
Oh.
real sad fig tree outside that
Oh,
it's been on my porch and it's been really cold and I haven't watered it and I'm
Uh-oh.
serious, probably 4 months. And I scratched it the other day and somehow it is alive. I don't know.
Wow.
oh, yeah. They're pretty resilient. They keep going, man. If you get the
I
right
tried
ones for your area.
I tried blueberries as well, and that fruit doesn't like me. I don't know. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
about 2 or 3 of those out there.
yeah. I got
I
some
have more
blueberries out
fruit
there I got to take
outside
better
than I
care of.
do other things. That's why I said this will probably be the best year for me growing my greens and things because I'll have a little more space now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I love growing fruit trees myself too. I've got a few of them. I've got a couple of apples. I've got a frost peach.
Oh,
We've got
nice.
several different fig trees I've gotten over time. And yeah, hopefully be able to expand out to a couple of other ones this year because my friend just brought me some big giant pots, a whole bunch of them. And I was like, oh, perfect. Now I could go start
That's
some
what's
more
going
container
on right
trees.
there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, the
That way
bigger the
it
pot,
stays.
the bigger the plant. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yep,
true.
that's right. I get to move a couple of them up into some bigger ones and then start maybe a couple of new ones as well too. So I'm kind of excited about that because again, small spaces, urban garden spaces, which I do a lot of on my channel. Where a lot of us are limited to the just being able to grow in containers, and it's really nice to know that you can actually grow some fruit trees
Yeah.
in containers
Yeah.
as well too. Real
Yes.
quick here, let's ask this. We had this question come in from a couple of folks in the chat. What zones are Alex and Nisi growing from? Alex, what zone are you in?
I'm 6B, 7A, right on the line.
6B, 6A. How about for you, Nisi?
I'm in 6A.
Okay, you guys are similar. What's your zone up there? Do you know, Natalie?
I should Google it. You know what? Indoor gardeners, we don't need to know that kind
I
of
know
stuff. So,
exactly.
and for
We
flowers, I just know we have
I almost wonder if
from
it's like a
June till
5 or so.
September.
You're still
Oh,
under
So,
snow up there, huh?
yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
It's still snowing here too, and it's raining tomorrow. So
Yep,
Mm.
rain here too. It's raining for like
My
the next 4 days.
zone,
Yeah, we've been getting a
7A
lot of
or 7B.
That's crazy.
7A or
How are
7B, and you're still under
how?
snow?
I don't understand.
Yeah, we still have snow. We still have quite a bit of snow. Today was the first day that it actually starting to melt. But we just got snow yesterday.
That doesn't make any sense. They're trying to tell you that it gets hotter in the summer where you are than where I am. I don't think that's right.
You know what? It always makes sense when you have an indoor garden. It doesn't matter. It
That's
doesn't
right.
need to make sense.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is how I
I'll be
make sense
twiddling
of
my
it all.
thumbs until it comes.
Yeah.
But that's
I-
one thing that's nice about having the indoor garden when you do have, you know, the cold winter months is you get to scratch the gardening itch even when it's not the season.
Yeah, exactly.
That's always been my thing.
Yeah, it's like, nope. It says
I
like,
mean,
indoors.
a lot of
What's your
people don't
zone?
know.
Yeah, my zone is
You're-
basement 1. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You probably encapsulate a good 7 to 10 in your tent that you could probably get away with all sorts of really awesome stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that 10 is a game changer.
Yeah.
It
Don't got
really
to worry
is, but
about
you
any
know
frost.
what? Yeah, but you gotta, I guess I gotta figure out how to use it, right? I haven't made it reach its full potential yet. I'm sure I can get a fruit tree in here.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, right. That would be fun to see for sure.
Right.
So what size is your grow tent, GMama?
It's only 4. It's not really that big. I forget the measurements. It's about the size of a bedroom.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
that's pretty big. It's like,
yeah.
that's
I
pretty
know.
large.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
size of it. Takes up a whole bedroom.
Wow. Yeah. A lot of folks can't see it here off of camera, but I do have like a 4x4x6.
That's what mine is behind me.
A little 4x4x6.
I have a 4x3 also.
I think it's
And
6.
that's the only reason I know that one is because I'm like, what size is this tent? I keep on saying it. It's a 4x3. That's the only one that I know the size of.
Right. Oh,
And
man.
what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Enoch.
Real quick, I just wanted to mention too, LGG Glove dropping in a super sticker. Wow, how nice
Thanks,
is that? Thank you
LGG.
so much. Appreciate that.
nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being here and thanks for doing that. That's really awesome.
Indeed.
Yeah, appreciate you. So yeah, what kind of stuff do you have? Well, we'll start, I guess, with Alex. What kind of stuff do you have in your grow tent behind you right now?
Right now it's all just houseplants, but usually my brassicas are in there. The table that they're usually on, you guys are on.
Oh, okay.
So they're outside. This just houseplants. There's pothos and a little palm tree, monstera in there. Generic houseplants.
I don't know if you tuned in last week, but Nick was telling us that he believes that he may have met the mother, like the original pothos plant.
The mother plant.
I don't think I was here for
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah, the original plant, I guess, that they began cloning from or taking cuttings from.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which would eventually be. Oh, I'm gonna put it right here. I've got one right over here. You can see. Should eventually be one of these, which would come from that one at some point in
Yeah.
time, way back in history, right?
I must say, that's
Kind of
probably the
something about
only
those.
houseplant that I don't have as a pothos.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, do you have any houseplants? But I guess you've got all of them except for the pothos.
Yeah.
Pothos
And
are
a
a
lot
great.
of mine are like rescue plants. I get them from like
Mhm.
when people be taking them to the trash, or I go to the garden
Yep.
center and they be on the table and say, "Here is free plants." So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of creative places you can find plants. You know, even like businesses that are shutting down a lot of the time, they're just throwing out their
Mhm.
plants. So
Right.
Yeah. That's how I got my
Over time.
pothos. The one that's which one? Right here over my shoulder in this gray pot. Right here is I got that from a restaurant and they were redoing all of their plants in the front and everything and left these pile of plants out back just for dead. And I saw
Right.
one little thing coming off of one of the little branches and I clipped that off and I took it home and grew it. And here this plant is with me now. What is it? Almost 30 years later.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
So, yeah,
That's similar to how I got my wandering Jew. I was walking through the greenhouse at my local grocery store,
Oh,
and there
gosh,
was
there
a
you
piece
go.
like 4 inches long on the ground. I was like, I guess that's free.
Right.
They call that prop lifting. You know that, right? Prop
Yeah,
lifting.
prop
It's fine.
lifting.
Yeah,
I don't think they-
propagation lifting.
Oh my
Yeah, right.
gosh,
I
that
know.
is funny.
I've grabbed a
I-
few. In fact, I've got a ZZ over here where I grabbed a one of the leaves that fell off of a plant that they had in a place, and they took a while, but
Right.
it's really
fell
growing.
off.
It fell off.
Yeah.
A lot of places be
Sure.
propagated with just a leaf. I had no idea. Like in a bottle cap, even
Yeah. Wow.
little
Have you
succulents.
ever
All you
done
need
that?
is a leaf. Yeah, just a little
Have you
leaf.
ever like
Yeah.
propagated from a plant that doesn't belong to you and nobody
Oh
knew?
no.
Has anybody ever done that?
No, can't say that I've done that.
No? Because I would.
I know. Well, I'll be at friends' houses and they'll have like some really cool plants or something, and I'll be like, hey,
I'll just take a little
I
clip
gotta
of
get a
that.
clipping off of that one. And I've only had one person one time. I was like, no way, you can't cut it.
Really?
Right.
I get tempted to do that all the time. Sometimes people on their front lawn, they've got like flowers going wild. Like I saw someone have cosmos, for example, and it's very
Right.
unkept. They don't care about their cosmos, and I doubt it would bother them if I
Now I
just,
have done
cut
seeds
one and
like that.
propagate.
Yeah, if I'm walking by and I see a bunch of dead Susans, and yeah, it's going to see who's going to miss those
Oh,
seeds.
yeah.
Like nobody.
Do some deadheading,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, just walk by and doing them a favor anyways.
Right.
I
Like
for
this-
sure at the Baker Creek Festival, walking around the whole place, have plucked a bean or two from a plant.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's definitely a place where I don't think they're gonna mind at all. I know those folks are
Right.
just so.
There was so many. They actually have signs up
generous.
in certain areas that say, like, don't pick these flowers. And people are,
All right.
as far as I can tell, fairly respectful
Oh,
of
do
it. And if I
those-
don't see a sign,
I was gonna
That
say,
means
do
I can
those
pick it, right?
signs? You're supposed to follow those signs. I didn't.
Right.
Oh, is that what that said? Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't read.
Yeah, that's right. I remember yesterday we had Wendy Fan on with us, and she was talking about her. She goes to the Baker Creek festivals and out there at the Baker Creek farm all the time and everything. And you were in the chat talking about how you've
Yeah,
gotten
I'm
the
super
chance to
excited.
visit those. You've been there before and got to visit and all of that. It's just
Yeah, well, that's the festival that I vend at. I have vended at
yeah.
2 times or 3 times maybe. And when she was there last year, I was vending, so I couldn't go to her talk, and I didn't get a chance to talk to her because I was selling things.
Why don't you tell us a little bit? Tell us more about your experience at the festival and vending.
It's just a bunch of cool people being really chill, and there's a lot of nice food, and I sell them plants and bread and baked goods.
What kind of plants do you sell?
Mostly peppers and tomatoes last year, but I did quite a few starts of like different kinds of herbs and flowers, and I tried to section them off, be like, your own herb garden. Like if you buy 6 of these, and I only bought one booth, but the person next to me, or the booth next to me, didn't end up having a person, so I got to space out my stuff and make it look all nice. Everyone's really cool.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. And in fact, we have Katrina from Sow and Tear does our segment in our Grow What You Eat segment for the show, and I met her as kind of a promoting vendor at the National Heirloom Exposition that Baker Creek used to do in California. You never got did you ever get a chance to get out to California, or you just only seen them?
I'm originally from California, but I didn't know that was happening when I lived there, so no, I was too young for that.
Yeah.
But they've moved it here this year though, so now I guess I get to see it.
I know.
Yeah,
Now
that's
I gotta
cool.
get out to Missouri if I'm gonna go see it again too. But it was one of my favorite events
over.
ever. I know. I got to figure out how to get
that
there
is
for sure.
something to do.
Yeah.
Habitual will have you fed from her garden. She's got
I tell you what, no matter which airport you come into, it's gonna be a drive, so prepare for that.
Oh right, I bet. That's why again too, it was kind of cool to learn too yesterday that they got free camping and all of that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get out
Yeah,
there
that's
just
very
out in the middle of Missouri and just do some nice camping out there and hang out with
Yeah,
everybody.
their property is
It's
really
gotta be a
big. There's
great
probably like
time.
a 10-acre field that they just let people go park their stuff. I'm like, yeah, just camp there. And they have showers and bathrooms that are like a little bit of a walk, but not far, close enough that
still
perfectly
cool,
usable.
yeah, that
Oh,
is
that's
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, sounds
Thanks,
like some real out
jackasses.
there. Yeah, sounds like some of those real out there music festivals I used to go to when I was younger. Like, man, yeah, you go parking lot to wherever you got to go to get all the food and stuff to where all the shows are and the different. Man, it was like walking all over the world doing those things.
Yeah, it's really big, but they have it sectioned pretty
Right.
nicely, so it doesn't feel like you're walking too much.
Oh, right on. Excellent.
I'll have to go check it out one day and come visit.
Right on. Excellent. Here, so question for both of you too. Here, what are some of your favorite things to grow? I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, like, what do you make sure you're growing every year? We heard Robin earlier with that Cushaw squash, how it's now going to be a regular in her garden and all that. What are some of the regulars in your garden each year? We'll start with you, Alex.
Definitely garlic, all the time, as much as I can grow of it. I think I planted 80 cloves this year or something, which is like 25 more than last year. Not going to be enough, but better. I grow broccoli because it was a struggle at first, and anything that's a struggle, I like have to do it. So it took me 3 years, but I finally grew it myself, and I was like, oh, and it tastes this much better than the store? For sure, going to keep doing that. So I struggled a lot. It was the timing. Like I couldn't figure out when to start my seeds, and they were hard.
Brassicas were a challenge for me too.
And then mostly I try to just grow things that I would usually buy at the store that maybe I could make taste better. Carrots definitely taste a lot better out of my garden, and it's really nice to be able to go and just harvest them and kind of use my garden as the refrigerator instead of having them just in my fridge.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you gotta. Most everything will beat what you grow out of. What you grow out of your garden will beat what you get out of a grocery store for sure. Although
Absolutely.
the other day we had Amy from the Hobby Homestead on, and she was saying that she grew out celery. And again, celery is one of those ones where I had to kind of agree that they can really have a nice punch to them. That is maybe a little more you have to get used to. If you're used to eating celery from the grocery
Wait,
store.
this has flavor?
Yeah.
That's
really,
like my arugula. It's so much more flavorful than the arugula from the store that I have to mix it with other stuff because it's so spicy.
Yeah. Arugula. Yeah, that's so good. I love this.
says
I love the
struggle with
spicy
carrots.
stuff that you wouldn't expect, like a green that's spicy. Arugula is awesome.
Yeah.
If you struggle with carrots, try pelleted seed.
Pelleted
You've
seed.
had
That's a great one.
challenges with squirrels and your carrots, right?
Continually. Yes, all the time. We're not friends.
Do you have any tips or tricks for anybody out there trying to grow carrots that
No.
combat squirrels?
Does anybody have some for me? I really don't.
That's great.
I recently put chili flakes because squirrels can taste spice, but birds can't, so I didn't feel too bad about the birds. And then obviously the pollinators land on the plants, not in the soil. So I tried to deter them with that, and maybe it kind of worked for a while. Like I don't know, maybe it was a happenstance.
Yeah.
You ever heard of hardwired cloths before?
Yeah, I have. It's just expensive where I live and hard to come by secondhand, and it's hard to put it in containers because they're round and that. Oh man, I've tried. I've tried putting little like I clipped wire and stuck it in the soil so hope it would like poke them before. I've tried really deep mulch. I don't know.
It's a cheaper version, but it works.
Have you tried feeding them?
I have like a bird bath, and instead of a bath, I've used it as a feeder, and they eat that. But they're not eating my stuff; they're just digging in the soil and leaving. So they destroy the root systems of what I'm growing, and then run off. Like it's just happy, and
they're checking for real estate to bury their nuts, probably.
They do sometimes, but I have to dig them out. They bury a hickory nut way down in there, and there's like pulling out weeds, and it just keeps growing back. Rude. They're smart. They like know that it's a good place to plant. If I'm planting there, they're like, oh, that's going to be good soil. I'll plant there too and feed myself. No, go away.
So on our first episode of the group, or actually it was our second episode, we had Joe Gardner on, and we asked him what was the most difficult, or what do you find is the most difficult plant to grow? And he actually said peanuts. And you said the same thing, GMama. Tell us about growing peanuts and why was it so challenging? What were the things you experienced?
So peanuts for me, it was a whole thing because it started out good, and everything I grow is in a pot because I don't have any place to grow like things like that. And
Hmm.
the reason why it was so hard is because once the peanut starts developing the flowers, it has to send out a shoot that has to go back into the soil.
Yeah.
So my problem was the pots were too small and they were round. I didn't have them in the correct containers to start with. And then how the container was really deep, it didn't provide enough top growth because peanuts grow tall also, as well as they grow, underneath and wide. So it was just a whole mess. I did get a couple of peanuts, but it wasn't nothing that I would try and plant again just because of the space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those are tricky. I've never tried, but I've heard of people do them hydroponically. Did you do it hydroponically?
Really?
Have you ever tried it?
No, I only tried them in the soil.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've seen it online. I don't know how
Oh
Yeah.
realistic
wow.
it is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still
Yeah, that'll
challenging my
be
mind
something.
to figure out how they would possibly get it done and all of that. But you know what?
Right.
I don't doubt much either as well too when it comes to the plant world and what people are able to accomplish with growing things though too. Because
That
just
was
when you
something
think
I would
that
have
something
to
isn't
see
possible,
to
someone
believe.
comes
Like,
and shows you it
wow.
is.
Yeah, I'll have to look more into that, but I think I did see it somewhere that it is possible.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like Robin Garden's got the same problem as she mentioned earlier too, with squirrels.
That's funny, Robin. Robin says the squirrels think I grow the peanuts just for them.
That's right.
Just the
That's
moment they are
right.
ready. Oh my gosh,
You
can you
might
imagine
just
all that
be,
hard
right?
work? Yeah, all that hard work and then they come and destroy it.
I know. That's
The
just the thing. I
squirrels
feel so
destroy
bad for
my.
people who have to deal with, animal pests.
Yeah, I mean, they
Right.
just dig up my, like you said, Alex, they dig up my root system, but that's just to bury their nuts.
Right.
So at the end of
And
the season, when
also,
I'm, sorry, go ahead.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think it's a
Oh,
That's
delay or
okay.
something.
No, that's okay.
Oh, but I'm going to say also, I use what's called mesh bags, and they're meant to keep gophers from digging your roots out of your plants. I use them
Oh,
to cover my melons and things, my tomatoes in the air, because the squirrels can get through those other
hmm.
tool looking bags. So I
yeah.
stopped using those and I switched over to mesh. And it's steel
Hmm.
mesh and it's meant for gophers. They're actually called gopher bags.
Oh, I'll have
Oh,
to look into those. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
a
yeah,
lot
that's just a
sturdier.
pain. Even if you're
Watch
not
now that
growing food and it's just flowers, they're relentless.
Mhm.
now that I said they don't eat my fruits, they're gonna start eating my fruits, and that's not gonna be a fun day.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big
Speak
protector
it into
of my
existence.
fruits because I like to enjoy my fruits. So I will protect my fruits at any cost.
Yeah, I
So
hear
this
that.
is how I know about these things.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was asking about, some of your favorite things to grow, but one of the things I like to also ask is, what's your least favorite thing to grow? And you see, what's something that is giving you maybe so much of a challenge that you just don't want to grow it anymore?
Lettuce. Every single time. I don't know
I
why
was
people say
thinking,
it's easy to grow lettuce. It's not easy for me, and it never has been, and I'm sad about it.
Is this, I'll just ask
really?
quickly, is it direct sow or do you try to do starts?
All of them. I've tried all of the ways. It just doesn't like
All of
me.
the ways.
It gets to
Wow.
like seedling stage and then either stops growing or just dies.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I
Oh,
got to the
wow.
point where the challenge for me is I kept trying to make starts. And once I started direct sowing and doing that, and then also another great thing too is if you can get a couple of mature plants to grow, let them go to seed and spread their seed themselves or use
Hmm.
that seed because that stuff pops. I mean, I get it popping up every year. I got this really cool red Merlot lettuce that just pops up all
Oh,
the time. It's
beautiful.
just really awesome.
Mm,
So that would be my suggestion if you
it's
have challenges
good.
with lettuce.
Yeah, direct sowing it definitely has done better than the starts that I tried, but still just I don't ever get to eat it for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
How
Yeah,
about
that's
for you,
interesting.
Nisi? What's something that you find to be too challenging? You don't like to grow it anymore?
I'm just gonna say, oh, vining plants like my
Okay.
space. It's not really a bad challenge. It's just an
Mm,
issue where I want to grow big, like pole beans and cucumbers and things, but because of my space, it's like I can't grow those things. I have to do other things, to which
yeah.
I don't mind because yeah, bush varieties taste just as good as the big ones and the heirlooms and all of that stuff. So I'm enjoying it. I can't complain about it.
Yeah, I mean, at least you get to grow it in your space indoors, which is the best part of it all, right? So,
Right,
Mm,
right.
that's right. Awesome, awesome. All right. Well, let me ask you both as well too. What is it about gardening and growing, whether it's indoors or outdoors and all of that? What about the experience do you enjoy the most? How about
Knowing
we'll
that
start
it's not poisonous,
with
never know what you're buying. I don't trust them, and it tastes better. So
yeah, just down to taste a lot, when it comes down to the food you're growing,
yeah.
then, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. What is it, Nisa, you enjoy most about your gardening, just the overall experience of gardening?
Uh, tasting new things that I can grow from seed,
Mm,
basically. Yeah, I
yeah.
like eat. I'm a eat the same type of thing all the time and don't mind type of person. So when I get a chance to get some new seeds and get something new growing, to get a new variety a try, then yeah, I like that.
so you're kind
Yeah.
of like me in that sense, where rather than you don't necessarily grow what you eat, you welcome different certain varieties just to kind of try new things.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
Oh,
I
I
grow what
grow what
looks
I
cool.
eat. I
Yeah, of
grow what I
course.
eat so
But you
much.
also eat everything you grow.
I had to start doing letting my stuff grow out because people were asking me to show my harvest. I'm like, well, I eat everything, so I don't really have time to show because I'm eating as I grow. Because that's just
Yeah.
how I do, especially with Bunny, because every day I'm getting him fresh greens, which I'm so proud because it took me a long time to do that. I was constantly running out of lettuce and greens and things for him and herbs. And now that I understand that I need more herbs and more greens, then this is what
Hmm.
I'm focusing on. And this season, I'm going to be so happy because I'm growing more. So,
Yeah. I don't, let's
Yeah, that's
see.
awesome.
Serena dropped in a question in here and asked, have either of you grown okra before?
I have.
Yeah, yeah. Serena's asking, is it better to start okra indoors? And if so, how long before last frost? Or is it better to direct sow? And I'll ask you if you
so
agree or not, but I just know that okra from seed grows very fast. And at least it
Yes.
has for me. It pops up quick and it starts growing real quick. So my
That
suggestion would
taproot goes out
be
quick.
So my suggestion would be just a few weeks, maybe 3, 4 weeks before, or maybe even just 3 to 2 sometimes, just because it's going to be so fast. But you also maybe want to wait a little bit after your last frost date just to ensure, because that's just an average date, because you want to also make sure the soil temperature is nice and warm for okra, because it's a warm weather crop and it'll slow down a little bit if you try to put it into the ground a little bit early.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
what I
sure.
Yeah.
started about okra is you can start okra before, like he said, it's going to get cold outside.
Mm,
The trick
yep.
to keeping your plants a certain size is by keeping the lights a certain distance away from your plants so it
Yeah.
will keep them a certain size and they will not reach for the light. I have an okra plant that I have been growing since 2023 indoors as a
Wow.
house plant. And I snack on that plant all the time. It produces flowers and everything. And it just
Yeah.
depends on how you want to grow your okra plant. If you want it to grow tall, then you expose it to more light. And by that, if you want it to fruit, then you would have to change the spectrum of light. So it can be done at any given time. It's just when you want to put it outside.
Mhm.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, fried okra sounds good. Just reading the
Mm-hmm.
chat.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of okra. I wonder if you can do it hydroponically or aeroponically. I'm sure you can. Is that how you grew it, G Mama?
Yeah, yeah. I'm growing. Matter of fact, it's in a semi hydroponic growing right now, and it's in half soil, and I feed it from the bottom. And yeah, it's been in the same container since 2023, and I just root
Wow.
prune it, and you can top prune any type. I mean, it grows like tomato, excuse me, a tomato plant or a pepper plant. If you prune off the top, it will produce side shoots. So
Right.
it'll stop growing tall and start growing wide. Same thing if I wanted to grow short, then I root prune it, excuse me. And that's how I managed to keep it in the same pot, which is true for my fruit trees that are outside. I root prune them every couple of years, and this is how I continue to keep them in the same pot year after year.
Wow. So how often do you root prune it?
It depends on the plant. They say every 3 to 4 years. I say you know the roots of your plants by watching the growth of the top of the plant. If you're producing a lot of leaves and a lot of fruit, you're gonna have a lot of root mass. So you're gonna have to go in before the 3 to 4 year mark, which I currently do because of the type of soil conditions that I create for my plants, which is a rich environment for them to grow. Now, if my soil was not rich, then 3 to 4 year would apply and the roots would grow very slow. So it depends
Right.
on the type of condition that you give your plant, whether or not it can uh, grow in that container.
Have you ever tried any kind of hydroponic or aeroponic growing, Alex? I feel like I've asked you before. I don't remember.
I have not. Well, I guess if you count propagating in water, that's hydroponic, I guess.
Technically, yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's it though. That's the extent of that.
Yeah.
What about you, Enoch?
It's the same answer.
It counts. It counts.
I got my little water props all over here. I got a ton
Nice.
of those around the house for sure. But I have my friends Christopher Bransdahl and Kang Starr who are like my original live stream buddies, and these guys come on the show every couple months, and they're always teasing me about getting started with some hydroponics because I got the grow tent and everything, but I just need to. I gotta just jump in sometime and actually do it.
Once you get started, it's addictive, just like seeds. Once you get started, you don't want to stop. You're gonna want to learn more. You're gonna want to do more. You're gonna have more. It's just more, more, more.
Yeah,
More. I love
honestly, you can't stop. Every time you think you're gonna take a break, you're like, "Oh, 1 sec, let me just." Just never stop.
I want to grow less things in my house. I'd rather have like little individual lights and put my house plants as like decoration and grow like have a greenhouse. Like I could get rid of this and I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all in, indoors and out.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right. Well, here, question for both of you now too is that something I love asking folks who come on the show. We get your garden story, how you got started, and all that sort of stuff. But what what inspired you along your growing experience to pull out a camera and start filming and start sharing with folks online? I mean, it's quite a different adventure, but still, really fun. But tell us a little bit how that all got started for you, Alex.
Yeah, well, I was a consumer of other people making the garden videos first while I was gardening just by
Who's some of your
myself.
favorites?
I really like Roots and Refuge. She's great. You're putting me on the spot here. I'm not gonna be able to remember anybody.
Okay, no problem.
Let's see. man, I really can't
Lord.
even think of people now. Let me just I can look at my list right here actually. Hold on. I've got Acre Homestead is really great. I love her. She's in the kitchen a lot also. Like she's more about kind of using it, showing you how she uses it also. There's this girl in Kansas, which is only like 5 hours ish from me, I use her varieties all the time. I swear I've only succeeded with broccoli because of her. That's Bree Ellis is her name on YouTube, I think.
Bree, yes.
Yeah, she's great. Actually, Michelle in the Meadow, who you saw in the chat earlier, was like the straw that broke the camel's back, if you will, for me starting on YouTube. I was watching all these people, and she was just sharing how she was doing everything and not really caring that it wasn't the way other people were doing it, kind of making it work for her. And she's a little older. I don't want to call her old, but she's older than me. And I was like, man, if she can do it, I love her. She knows I love her. It's fine. She won't care. I was like, if she can do it, I for sure can.
Us old
and
folks
maybe
don't mind.
Yeah, and maybe build like a community around it, because there's not really people here that either care about what I'm doing or just in general there's not people. There's less than 1,000 people in my town, so.
Wow, that's awesome. How about for you, Nisi? How did this all get started for you? GMama Growz hard in the garden.
I'm gonna say it was more peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because
Okay, I like
was
that.
here on YouTube and I was just mainly consuming a lot of content. And then I found myself moderating for a lot of channels. But what made me pick up my camera was everybody was like, well, can we see your garden? What are you growing? And blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I got a couple of, I got a lot of content because I was actually recording before I started YouTube. And what happened was I was recruited off of Instagram onto YouTube because I was doing a lot of shorts over there. And they were like, well, why don't you come over here and you can make them longer? So, yeah, that's how I wind up over here.
Yeah. It kind of sounds similar to me. Is I in both I've been following lots of different YouTubers and folks online doing stuff, and that's how I learned most of my garden. Is I say self-taught, but I was really taught by YouTube University and all these amazing gardeners, on YouTube and all of that, and started doing all these cool things around the garden space, from roof, wicking containers on the rooftop garden to growing things along the alleyway spaces and all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of a public thing. People are walking through the alleyways, or neighbors are noticing the stuff up on the roof and all that. And so people be coming by all the time. And so in a way, it was a little bit of peer pressure, because eventually people are like, man, you really need to make your own YouTube channel and share all of this sort of stuff, and so yeah.
See, mine was the opposite. I started my channel and people were like, why are you doing that? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. For me, it was two separate. The garden was one thing, and I enjoyed content creation, and I figured, why not pair the two and create content
good at it.
surrounding the garden.
I enjoy your stuff. Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, likewise, I enjoyed both of your ladies' content. You guys do a great job at sharing some really good information and bringing the community together.
And
I try. Thank you.
Yeah, and again, too, out there being a part of the community, this is one of the greatest communities you're ever going to find, is the gardening community. And it's, like I said, I'm so inspired by all the people I get to talk to through this show and everything, and all of their just amazing gardening stories and everything too. But so real quick here, tell us a little bit about, do you got, what's coming up here in 2026 for you guys? I know gardens are getting started and all that sort of stuff, and in your garden channels and everything. Do you got any interesting or current projects or anything coming up in the future here in 2026? Oh, and Alex, I'll throw that again. I got to remember.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We got to remember to point these questions in a direction here. Otherwise,
honestly, not really. I'm not vending at the festivals this year because I just can't make it happen with my life otherwise, other than the garden. I am going to attend them, and I'm going to try and make a couple of videos of the festival rather than me being stuck in my booth selling things. And like, they sometimes have internet, and sometimes don't. So I was thinking about maybe doing a live from there. But I'm just doing the garden stuff mostly.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Excellent. How about for you, Nisi? What you got coming up on GMama Growz this year?
Over the summer, I partner with the hydroponic tower, the Elsa's brand, and I'm going to be joining them with starting to teach hydroponic classes for people that would like to grow hydroponically. So that'll be something new that I'll be venturing off into because, yeah, teaching is a lot, especially when you're actually growing and trying to teach at the same time. So that'll be new for me.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's very exciting. So how do people sign up for these classes? Is it through the brand that you're working with that offers the course, or?
Yes, actually, once I get situated, I'm going to have a website, and it's going to be on my website that will be meeting and having the classes. So, yeah.
I hear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was thinking to start looking around because I know my cat George is somewhere around here, and I was hearing a cat going off, and I was like, "Wait a minute, where's my cat at?"
It's like, I think there's a cat in my grow tent.
I love it. I love a good garden cat. That's for sure.
He was scratching at the door to come in here.
Oh wow! Very vocal.
Pretty vocal.
He talks to me. I swear.
Do you let him near your houseplants?
Yeah, I don't care. He rubs up on them. There's like one or two that he's been interested in biting, and I've looked into whether or not those are safe for cats. One of them was, so I let him bite it. One of them wasn't, so I put it on a higher shelf.
Yeah, it's kind of good to know which ones are good for them or not. But most cats, for the most part, are going to know what to stay away from.
Oh my gosh.
He's rubbing on my legs. He says, "Give me attention, mother."
And it's rare mostly that a lot of those plants will actually kill your animals. It'll most likely make them sick if they did get a hold of them.
Yeah, but I love him. I don't want him to be sick.
Yeah.
Enoch, do you have problems with your cats climbing your monstera or anything?
No, I don't have to worry about him doing much of that as far as like everything indoors, but he does like to like nap out in a couple of my garden beds out in the back porch.
Cute.
So yeah, so I got to watch out sometimes because, and really what it is too, a lot of the times is cats are very habitual, if you will, right? And they have habits and they will do certain things. So like say they're doing a thing in your garden beds or something, they're usually going to go to that same space, that same place most of the time. So you can deal with them in that space and try to move them out. And that's the same when they nap around. So I got to kind of like watch and adjust because he'll find a new place almost every year. And I just got to kind of watch out for where he's going. And at that point, I just kind of leave the space alone and that's for him. And he'll, and then he'll leave everything else alone as long as I'm not kind of messing around with the place that he's sleeping in. He'll keep going back to that same spot.
I chose this spot. It is mine.
Exactly.
Claim his territory.
Yep. And again, too, if you do have cats and you got problems with them in your garden, my biggest one that always works for me as well is just sticking. I go and get chopsticks from, some wood chopsticks from the from whatever Chinese restaurant or even that sort of thing. We stick them in there, every couple of, make sure there's nowhere for them to squat into at all, wherever they got their spot at. And then that just kind of forces them to move and find another place. And then you're going to have to figure that out. And then eventually, hopefully you get them to a spot that's not in your gardens anymore.
If only that worked for squirrels.
I know.
I tried. I swear they were metal. They weren't even wood. They were metal and they still didn't care.
Yeah, squirrels don't care. They'll just find a way
I
around.
do get neighborhood cats in my garden, but they don't lay in it. They use it as a litter box, which is just as fun. Just as fun.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like I said, using it for a litter box. So the only thing you can really do with them is kind of annoy them away from that space. So
the only thing that I found that it works, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there,
it's okay.
is I just put more plants. Like the more plants that are there, the less they want to use it because there's not like open space. So I just fill it with plants.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Good
Yeah,
strategy. More plants is the answer to every problem.
Exactly.
Yes.
yeah, and again too, that is in the sense of like if they're using it for a bathroom, because like I said, when he uses my space for a resting place, he doesn't care if there's plants or what. He
Yeah.
burrow himself a nice little flat spot that he needs to, and he'll lay right down on the plants and do that sort of thing. Yeah. Mm. That's just again too, like I was saying earlier, I feel for everybody who's got to deal with animal pests, but I do got to kind of deal with a little bit of
Yes.
cat issues here and there for sure.
Yeah. My dog is not allowed near or around the grow tent. So
As is nobody else either. You don't
Yeah.
even let me in.
nobody is allowed near the grow tent. It's just
Right.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like this one that
TFP
Robin
only,
says
that's it.
too. Orange rinds. Yeah, get some things that are really sensitive to their noses too.
Oh, orange rind.
Yeah, that's another
That
one.
could work. That could work.
I can imagine
Didn't
that would
think
work
of that.
good.
Citrus.
It would smell good to me, so why not?
I know exactly.
Bears are not.
Unknown. Oh, bears. Yeah.
Yeah, we have bears too.
Ooh my.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't want no bears in my backyard. That's for sure.
Yeah, it happens. Not so much in the city, but maybe closer to where Jay is. But Jay's also in Ontario, so.
Yeah. Well,
I
guess
do
what,
get
Natalie?
deer sometimes.
Guess what, Natalie? Can you believe it? It's already run down to that time already.
Yeah, time flies.
Time flies doing
It
this
was
show,
Enoch
man.
and the ladies tonight.
Right.
Woo, I love it. I love it. Here we go.
Yeah, thank you, ladies, so much for hanging out with us and making the time and just being part of a good conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Nice
Yes.
to see TFP and meet you guys.
Absolutely. Like I
Right.
said, it's so awesome to see you all in our chat all the time. So again, I look forward to seeing you in future shows and in the chat and everything as well too. It's just really awesome to meet you face to face here on the show. And for everybody else out there who's watching the show right now, definitely go and get down in the description below. We've got links to go find GMama Growz Hard in the Garden and Habitual Hobbies. And definitely go over there and check out one of their recent videos or posts or something like that. Go leave them some comments and let them know that you saw them right here on the green room with Natalie and I here. So you guys, thank you so much for being here. It's really
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Really appreciate it. And happy growing. Happy March. It's almost spring. So let's grow.
Right.
yeah. Like we like to say, let's get growing.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you all around. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ladies. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Happy gardening.
Hey gardeners, thanks for tuning in to our show today. We'll be right back at it here in just a moment. I just wanted to take a second here to highlight our regular videos and features here on the Urban Gardener channel. Our weekly garden journals, and our incredible featured visits.
All right, here we are. Awesome. Man,
Another great episode of The Green Room.
how fun was that? Again, I'm telling you, I love it. I love the conversation. It's so great to get to meet both Alex and Nisi here tonight. So how awesome. Again, everybody, go check out our links down below in the description.
Yeah, it's so nice connecting with new people and just hearing about, their style of growing, what works for them, what doesn't. I love picking people's brains. So that was really fun. And thank you again to the ladies for joining us tonight.
Yeah, it was really awesome. Again, a little bit of a, with some of the water culture, hydroponic, all that sort of stuff you guys do. I love learning a little bit more myself.
All
because
that
even
jargon.
yeah, all that stuff. Because even I, with whatever garden experience I've had over the years with doing my stuff, I still get to learn so much, getting to talk with everybody. And I hope everybody out there got just as much from this conversation as we all did as well, too. So again, thank you all so much for being here with us tonight.
Yeah,
really
thank
awesome.
you. So
Great
what do you got
questions
coming
and
up
everything.
this week?
Oh, we got some stuff coming up. That's right. We told you about what we had going on before, and before we talk about what we got coming up this week, I do want to mention to everybody that we do a monthly gardening book club every month. That's right. Me and my friend, Mr. Mark Roche Colbert, MBC, joins us on the third Sunday of each month, where we have our monthly gardening book club. And this month, we're featuring Gary Pilarchik's Growing an Edible Landscape. Gary Pilarchik is a real OG of YouTube gardening and an author of a couple of great books. We're going to be talking about his book, Growing an Edible Landscape, How to Transform Your Outdoor Space into a Food Garden. That's going to be a really fun conversation with Gary. He's always great to have on the show. I love talking to these folks that I learned so much from all those years ago and watched tons of their videos and everything.
I mean, after 200 episodes, you must have such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah. But again, too, one of the things I say, you know, I've learned so much, but it's mostly applicable to me and what I'm doing and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm never the best teacher. And so that's what makes this show
Okay.
so awesome.
Yeah.
Is because I get to bring all these amazing teachers and garden educators and folks onto the show to help teach not only everybody else who joins with us on the show, but myself too. I learned so much.
Yeah. It connects all of us, which is really nice.
Absolutely. And yep, we got the next Let's Get Growing show coming up this next Saturday, and we're going to be doing what we call on the Let's Get Growing show our community show. That's right. This is where you, the audience, are the guest. That's right. We do a community show, and this is kind of like a call-in radio show where you call in and talk to the hosts about whatever is going on and all that sort of stuff, except for this is live video, so you get to be live right here on the show with us. I'll share with everybody the live link and everything, and you get to come on and join with us on the show. This is really fun for all of you who get to hang out in our chat all the time, and especially those of you who might possibly have small garden channels out there too. If you want a nice shout out or have a moment to talk about your garden channel, come and join with us next Saturday for our community show. You won't want to miss out on that. As well as our Sunday edition of the show. We got coming up this next Sunday is the second Sunday of the month, and each second Sunday of the month we have Scott Wilson from the Gardener Scott channel joins with us for Ask Gardener Scott, where he answers all of your garden questions. And this guy is one of the guys, he's my go-to. Whenever I got a question or I need something or I need to know something, he's the one I'm going to ask when it comes down to it. So you all, if you got some gardening questions, some things that you're wondering about or thinking about as you're getting your garden started up here for 2026, come and join us on the Sunday edition next week and get your garden questions answered by Gardener Scott. Excellent.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good week ahead.
Good week ahead, not only for our weekend show on Saturday and Sundays. And again, that's at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time for all of you. But again, we're going to go on to this is the 7th. It's going to be our 8th green room this next week, Natalie, the 8th green room here on the Let's Get Growing show.
Who do we got?
We've got joining with us next week on the Green Room, Rebecca from Happy Heart Gardens will be joining with us, as well as Josh from Josh Gardens, the plant techie. They'll be with us here next week for our fun gardening conversation and all of that as well too. Yeah.
Another couple of great guests. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Lots and lots of great stuff. Like I said, we did our 200th show yesterday. This is the 201st show. And we got so much more fun stuff coming up in store for everybody here on the Let's Get Growing show as we moving forward.
Yeah, can't wait.
Right on. So how about you, Natalie? What do you got coming on over there at the Fresh Princess?
Just a busy week in the garden. Never a dull moment in the garden. So hoping for just
get any new seeds or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I just ordered a bunch more lettuce.
You're going to be pulling out, replacing, or anything like that? How about one of your grow towers? How are those going?
I just cleaned one yesterday, so we've got our grow tower right here.
Ooh, look at that shiny thing. Look at that shiny thing.
Yeah, I've got seedlings ready to go. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll get the orange tower growing again. And that for now, that's it. Just took it down. So just keep cycling it, getting more lettuce. I just ordered a bunch of new seeds today, so looking forward to that. Yeah. It's a
Excellent.
busy week ahead. Honestly, every day is just a blur in the garden. There's always so much to do. So
That's right. That's right.
keep on moving.
Yep. Keep on moving. Keep on growing. That's right.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
sure. Absolutely. So right on, man. Here we go. Another great show in the books for us today. Everybody, thank you
and
all.
I was going to say thank you to everyone for joining us and for just being a part of the conversation in the chat and hanging out with us in the green room.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. And be sure again to follow all of our links down below into the description for our guests. And like I said, go over there. I love it when you guys do this. So, if you get a chance to, definitely go over to our guests' channels, go show them some support for hanging out with us and sharing their time with us here on the show. And then go leave them a comment. Let them know you saw them here on the green room with Natalie and I. And show us a little bit of a support over there as well too. I always appreciate it when you all do that. So again, thank you all for taking the time to do that.
Yeah, thank you all so much.
Awesome. Well, I guess that's it. Here we go. Another green room in the books. So everybody, thank you all so much for being here. It was so wonderful to be able to hang out with you, Natalie, and everybody else.
As always.
Alex and Nisi, you guys were wonderful.
Yeah, thank you, ladies,
so much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again right down the road, especially this next Saturday for our community show. So I'll see all of you then.
Power out.